we will get started here. All right, so let's start with our Tai Chi. We're gonna go from back and forth, letting your heels lift. Just opening up the body. We're not gonna spend a long time standing today. We're gonna warm up here. And then when you're ready, come to a stop, bring your feet about hip width. We're gonna do our skiers here to begin with. So that means you're gonna take your hands up overhead. Now we're gonna come down. You're gonna bend into your knees, right? As you send your hips back, lean all the way forward, put your belly on your thighs, and then sweep your hands back behind you, right? So your belly's touching, crown your heads towards the top of your mat. Your hands are sweeping back behind you like you're skiing. And then you're gonna push them forward, come all the way up. We're gonna do our skiers like that today. Do 10 of those. So you're just coming down, whoosh, come back up, right? Ski down the mountain, rise back up. So we're gonna do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then the last one. All the way. Now, as we come up here, we're gonna take our hands down. And then from here, you're gonna come around. We're gonna take our feet out wide as you can. Get your toes pointed towards the front of the room. And then bring your hands up. And then we're just gonna do our windmills here. So you're gonna come down, you're gonna bring your right hand towards or your left hand towards your right ankle. Let your right hand be up to the sky. You're trying to keep everything as straight as you can, so you're using your core up and down, doing those windmills. So let's go the other way. Left hand, right hand to left ankle, left, twist back right. Just do that 5 or 6 more times, each way, at your own pace. Oh, my cat. I didn't know you were in here. Let's see if she's gonna come on camera. Didn't know you were in here.
Hi, baby.
Oh, you're stuck now, Debbie. All right, now we're gonna come around. And then from there, you're gonna lift your heels. Try to get yourself all the way down to the mat without using your hands. Right, so you're coming up, come down, maybe you gotta cross your feet first, maybe you gotta drop a knee. Let yourself come all the way down. All right, now once we're all the way down, we're gonna come to our back. Right, so you're gonna bring your feet to the top of your mat. Take your arms out long. Let yourself come all the way down. All right, lay on your back. I'm gonna let her out. She's like at the door. I didn't know you were in here. Come here. Come on, Debbie. 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 Come on. All right, there we go. She was resting under the bed. And she's come out. She's like, I can't get out. So let her out. All right, so we're here. Now, you're gonna take your arms out long, tuck your chin to your chest, let yourself come all the way down to your back here. Now, as you come down to your back, right, we're gonna take our hands. Now, you're gonna start, I don't remember where we're gonna start here. Take your arms overhead, so you're reaching towards the back of the room. Right? And we're just gonna come up, little movements at first. You're trying to keep your biceps by your ears, just peel your head and shoulders up off the mat. Then come back down. Let's see if you can do that 10 times. Peel up, come down. So just a little movement. You're contracting that belly as you come up and down, letting that drive the movement, keeping your biceps by your ears so that your arms don't drive the movement. Do it 5 more times. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so now we're gonna try to come up a little higher, right? So this time, you're gonna let your arms help you out a little bit. Maybe your feet have to come closer to your glutes. Maybe they have to go further away. You're gonna find it, right? So you're gonna come up, as you come up, your arms are gonna reach forward so that you can pull yourself all the way up. But then as you come all the way down, let your arms go back overhead. So use your first couple of adjustment, right? How much do you need to use your arms? How far away or close into your feet need to be? And then once you find your rhythm, once you find your place, let's do about 7 or 8 more here. I'm gonna do 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Coming all the way up. Now you're gonna hug around your knees, tuck your chin to your chest. With those hip flexors, step back, release. All right, we're gonna go down again. This time as we go down, right? Now what you're gonna do here, right? You're gonna take your hands out wide. So your fingertips are right behind your neck. Your elbows are out long. Now you're gonna lift up here. You're gonna keep that right elbow anchored. You're gonna peel your left shoulder up, and it's just like you're reaching your left shoulder toward your right knee, right? Everything's sitting down, and then you're coming back around. Now as you do the other side, that left elbow is gonna stay totally anchored. You're just gonna peel your right shoulder up, lean it towards your left knee, and then come down. So it's a small little movement here. Go back and forth, one side, then the other side. A few more. Last one each way. Then we're gonna come all the way down. All right, now, as we come all the way down here. Okay. Now, you're gonna take your arms out long, right? So your arms are reaching out to the sides. You're gonna take your right leg, sorry, up to the sky, right? Actually, keep your left fingertips behind your back. Just let your right arm go out long, right? And you're gonna lift up with your left shoulder, bring it towards your right knee, right? Then as you come down and you let that left elbow come down, you're gonna drop your right heel till your right heel is just hovering over the mat, right? So as you come back up, and so we're gonna stay on the one side, right? So your right leg is down, you're gonna lift it up, bring your left elbow, or left shoulder, I should say, toward your right knee, come all the way back down, right? So you're moving with your leg, up and down, up and down. So that about 5 more times. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now from here, bend that right knee, put your right foot on the ground, and then switch sides. So let your left arm go all the way out long, bend into your right elbow, put your right fingers behind your neck. Take that left leg up to the sky. Now, you're gonna peel up your right shoulder, reach it toward your left knee. And then you're gonna come back down, let that left foot come down so your heel just covers the mat. And then pick it back up. So we're trying to do this 10 times, so 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, now from here, you're gonna take it down. Now take both arms out long. So we're here with our arms in this T position. From here, you're gonna take your right leg up to the sky, and you're gonna push into your right palm a little bit, reach that left hand up, so let that left shoulder peel up off the mat as you reach your fingertips towards your right foot. And then you're gonna come down, let that left arm open all the way up, let your right heel hover, right? And then you're gonna come back up. We're making a little bigger movement here. Do 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, now as you finish off here, now bend into that right foot, put it back on the mat. You're gonna take your left leg, kick it up to the sky. At this time, right, you flip your left palm over, you're gonna push into your left palm, you're gonna reach up with your right fingertips. And so you're reaching up, peeling that right shoulder up off the mat, reaching your right toes towards your left foot. And then as you come down, that right arm goes all the way along, the left heel hovers the mat. Up, right fingertips reach towards the left foot, everything comes back down. So do that 8 more times. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. 1. Now we're going to come all the way down, bend back into your right knee. All right, now from here, right, we're going to come up. You're going to take your elbows to your sides. You're really making fists like you're going to punch something. Right, elbows are at your sides. Your knuckles are pointed up towards the ceiling. You're just going to lift up a little bit. Right, so I'm lifting up, so my elbows come off the mat. I'm going to punch my right hand towards my left knee, bring it back to my elbow, punch my left hand towards my right knee, bring my elbow back to my side, come all the way back down. And then from here, it's kind of like what we did before, right? We're going to come a little higher, so you're going to punch as you go. You're lifting up. As you lift up, you're going to take that right hand, punch it towards your left knee, right? Punch your left hand towards your right knee, bring the elbows back to the knees, come all the way down. So you go low, just lift your shoulders, punch, punch, come all the way up high, punch, punch. Make sense? All right, so come down, come up low, punch, punch, come down, come up high, punch, punch. Okay. So let's do that about 4 more times. Low, punch, punch, high, punch, punch. Low, punch, punch, high, punch, punch. 2 more. Low, punch, punch, high, punch, punch. 1 more. Low, punch, punch, high, punch, punch. All the way back down. Should have felt that right in the belly. I know I did. Whew.
Hard.
You're going to bring your knees into your chest. Take your hands to the crease of your knees. Work yourself up here. Come up to seated. All right, we're going to come around into tabletop. We're just going to do a couple things right here. All right. So from your tabletop, you're going to tuck your toes under. I'm going to come sideways, trying to see the best way for you guys to see here is. All right, and just lift your knees about 1 inch off the ground. So you look like this when these hovering tabletops, right? We've done these before in yoga. Now what we're going to do here, right? You're going to try to take your right hand and just tap your left shoulder. Then drop it down, take your left hand, tap your right shoulder. Try to do that 10 times on each side. If it's too much with the arms, just see if you can stay there and just hold the hover, right? That's work in itself. So you're trying to keep your hips right over your knees, right? None of this, where you start to straighten out your legs. 4 more on each side. 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2. Last one. 1, 1. And come back to your hover, and then let your knees come down. Let your feet flatten. Shift it back into child's pose. Let your arms relax here for a second. Now, we're gonna come up here. You're gonna come up into your tabletop. Now this time, as you come into your tabletop, right, you can stay here in tabletop, right? You can walk your knees a little bit back, so you're here in this modified plank. We're gonna come up off your toes so that you're in a full plank. You decide, right? Basically what we're gonna do here is mountain climbers. You're gonna take your right knee to your right elbow, send it back. Take your left knee to your left elbow, send it back. So just go back and forth, right? You can do this from your knees. That's what you're doing. Forward, go away.
Just watching.
Okay, you want to say hi to everybody?
I'm going to tune in for a little bit, like I am on my bridge.
Okay, go say hi. There goes mountain climbers. All right, let's do 3 more. 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. All right, now we're gonna come down here. Let yourself come to your knees if you haven't already. Dance back to child's pose. All right, we're gonna do that again. This time, as we do it again, you're gonna take your knees across your body. So again, you can do this just from a tabletop. It will look like this. 2. Right. You can do it from a modified plank where your legs are back. Here, or you can do it from a full plank, right? Where you're up on your toes. We're gonna do 10 on each side. It's ready, here we go. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Now let yourself drop to your knees here. Shift back to child's pose. All right, so we just did a lot of work on the shoulders. Maybe you feel that in your shoulders. We did a lot of work on our shoulders, but the shoulders probably helped, right? So if your shoulders are feeling like that was a lot, sweep your hands back behind you. Take your hands to your heels. And let yourself relax here, kind of let your shoulders rest on your knees. All right, then when you're ready, come back up. We're gonna come back into our tabletop here. Now, as you come into your tabletop, right, what we're gonna do from here, you're gonna take your right arm, you're gonna bring it across the mat. You're here, right, your right fingertips are kind of coming towards the left edge of your mat, right? You're gonna take your right foot, take it out to the side, take your left leg, extend it long, take your right hand up to the sky. So ideally we've ended up here in this little modified side plank. But I want to have my right shoulder over my right elbow, right? My elbow is even with my right knee, and then my left heel is even with my right knee. So we'll look like this, right? And then all you're gonna do from here, you're gonna take those right fingertips, you're gonna dive them, left fingertips, dive them underneath your right armpit, reach through, open back up. If you can do that about 8 times now, if you're like, whatever, all of this is super easy, then you can make it more. You're gonna take this bottom leg, extend it out long. Maybe it comes in front of that left leg, maybe it comes behind that left leg, maybe your left leg stacks on top. And then you're doing those dives, it becomes a little bit harder. Right, so try to do about 5 more wherever you're at. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, now from here you're gonna come back around, come back into your tabletop. And we're gonna try to do that going the other way. Flip around here, so end up facing the right way. Again, you're gonna take your left hand, drop down to your left forearm, reach your left fingertips towards the right edge of your mat. You're gonna hit your left knee even with your left elbow. Kick that left foot out to the left, then let your right leg come all the way along. Arm goes up, to the sky. So now I'm here in this modified forearm side plank. And again, you can just come here, dive under, open up. Dive under, open up. If you want to make it more, extend that left leg long. Maybe behind the right foot, maybe in front of the right foot, maybe stack the right foot on top of the left and do your best. 8 more here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now let that right hand come down. Bring it back around to plank or modified plank. Drop to your knees. Now you're going to shift it into your child's pose. Take a couple breaths right here. All right. Now, for your next move, you're going to come up into your tabletop. Right, and we're going to do little forearm push-ups. Now, you can do it from full tabletop and make it like a chin push-up, where you let your elbows bend and you drop your chin towards the mat. Right, you can do this with your knees back a little bit. If you're in that modified plank, elbows to the wrists, more like a chaturanga, up and down, right? Or you can do it from your full toes, up and down, right? You decide. I'm going to do mine from modified plank, so I'm going to keep my knees down the whole time, but I'm in this extended position. You can make yours harder by coming up on your toes. You can make yours easier by coming into full tabletop. Now, what you're going to do here, you're going to take that little push-up, bend your elbows, hug them to your ribs, and then push yourself back up. Now, this time, you're going to come all the way down. So you're going to let yourself come to your belly. Okay, so you're here. Now, sweep your arms back behind you, tap your forehead to the mat. Then you're going to lift up. Lift your head and shoulders, lift your feet, come to your locust. Your fingertips are reaching like they could touch your heels. So now we're working the back. Now you're going to come back down, bring your hands back by your chest, push yourself up, either into tabletop, that modified plank, or into a full plank, whatever you were doing before. Push up, and then we're going to take a push-up again, right? So that's the whole sequence. We take that push-up, down and up. Go all the way down. Keep your hands back behind you, tap your forehead, lift up into your locust, drop back down, bring your hands to your chest. Push up into your plank, modified plank, or tabletop. Take your push up, down, and up. Come all the way down. Sweep your hands back behind you. Lift up to locust. Come down, bring your hands to your chest, push it back up. All right, guys, now we're going to do 3 more here. So we take the push up, down and up. We come all the way down to the belly. Sweep the hands back behind us. We lift up to locust. Drop it back down, hands to the chest, push up, and then take your push up, down, up, come all the way down. Keep your hands back behind you. Lift up, come back down, hands to chest, push up, plank, modified plank, tabletop. One more time. Take your push up, down and up. Come all the way down to your belly. Sweep your hands back behind you. Lift up to locust. Get your hands back to your chest. Push it back up. And then wherever you are, plank, modified plank, child's pose. Push it back to child's pose. All right, now from here, we're gonna let our hips come to one side or the other. You're gonna swing your legs around in front of you. All right, from here, we're gonna go back down to our back, right? So take your arms out long, tuck your chin to your chest, round it down. Now here, you're gonna take your hands to your sides, right? Lift up into your bridge. Now once you're up in your bridge, you can take your right foot and just kick it up to the sky, right? So my hips are still up, right? Kick my right foot up to the sky. Now, press into your left toe. See if you can lift off your left heel. Then you're gonna drop your left heel. You're gonna take your right leg so that your right foot's going straight in front of you. Your knees are even with each other. Take that right leg back up to the sky, then bend into it, set it down. Right, so we're still in bridge as we set that right foot down. Each time you come back to bridge, you're gonna push your hips up. Right, so they don't come down, down, down. Just keep letting them come down. Eventually you're gonna notice one time that they're on the floor. All right, so we're up here in our bridge. Take your left leg now, kick it up to the sky. So you're flexing your foot, kicking that foot straight up to the sky, press into your right toes, lift your right heel. Put that in your calf. Drop your right heel, take the left leg all the way down so that your knees are even with each other, your foot's going towards the front of your mat. Take it back up, bend into it and set it down. Push your hips back to your bridge. So that's our pattern here. We're gonna do it 4 more times on each side. So, right leg kicks up, left heel lifts up, drops down, right leg drops down, right leg goes back up, bend into your right knee, come back to your bridge, push your hips higher. Take your left leg up to the sky. Press into your right toes, lift your right heel. Drop the right heel down. Take the right leg till it's even, or left leg till it's even with the left knee. Right knee. Bend into your left knee, drop it down, push up to bridge. Twice more each side. Right leg goes straight up, left heel lifts. Left heel comes down, right leg kicks forward, right leg kicks up, come back to bridge, push your hips up. Left leg comes up, right heel lifts up, right heel drops down, left leg kicks forward, left leg goes back up, bend into your left knee, drop it down, push your hips up, back to your bridge. All right, one more time here. Right leg goes up, lift your left heel, drop your left heel, drop your right knee even with your left, kick your right leg back up, bend into it, come back to bridge, push the hips up. One more time on the left side, left leg goes up, right heel lifts, right heel drops down, bring your right knee, bring your left foot forward, bring your left foot up, bend into your left knee, drop it back to bridge, push up as high as you can to bridge, just hold here for 3 more breaths. You should be feeling this in your glutes by now.
Oh yeah.
And then drop your hips all the way down. Take your knees, hug them in to your chest. All right, now from here, come to your floating table. Right, we haven't been here yet today. We're gonna find it. You've got your right knee, your both knees right over your hips. Your calves are parallel to the ground. Your feet are flexed. Toes are coming up towards the ceiling. Right, lift your head and shoulders here and reach forward. Now we're gonna do our heel taps here at first, right? So you're just gonna take that right leg, drop it down, do a little tap, tap, pull it back up. Take the left leg, drop it down, tap, tap, pull it up. And just alternate here, right leg, tap, tap, pull it up. Left leg, tap, tap, pull it up. You guys have done these a million times before. Remember, you're gonna keep that L shape in your legs. If it's too much, let your head and shoulders relax down. Still be working the core. Make sure you don't pull those knees in past your hips when you come up. 3 more each side here. Tap, tap, lift it up. Tap, lift it up. Tap, tap. 2 more. Tap, bring it up. Tap, tap, tap. All right, bring your legs back to the table. Let your head and shoulders relax down. Take a break here. Hug your knees into your chest. Maybe let your tailbone lift off the floor so everything stretches out. And when you're ready, come back to floating table. All right, knees over the hips, calves parallel to the ground. Head and shoulders are gonna lift. We're gonna move both legs together here. So you can make that Pilates V. Heels coming together, toes going out to the sides, or you can keep your legs parallel, up to you, whatever feels better. Right? Lifting up, so you're dropping your legs down, they come together. Bring your heels to the mat, or as close to the mat as you can get them. Tap, tap, pull them back up. Tap, tap, pull them back up. So we'll do that 8 more times here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and last one. Down, pull it up. Now, let your head and shoulders come down. Take those knees, hug them into your chest. All right, now we're gonna do one more thing here, right? So imagine, right, I'm just gonna do this to give you guys a visual. If you have a block or something, you can use that, but you don't need to, right? But just imagine that you're lying here, right? And you had a block on top of your knees. Lifting my head and shoulders and reach my fingertips forward. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna kick my legs all the way straight. I'm gonna try to keep that block in place. So my legs are straight, the block is still here. If I take my legs too high, the block is gonna fall down on me. If I take my legs too low, the block is gonna tumble to the floor, right? So it's just a little guide here, right? To keep your legs where they need to be. Like I said, it's not doing anything. You're still gonna feel the work if you don't have the block there. It's okay, right? I'm just gonna show you. That way, if you have the block there, you know where your legs go. If you don't have a block, it makes a difference, all right? So let's do that 10 times. So you're just gonna kick your legs straight. Bring them back in. Kick them straight. Bring them back in. It's also making me go up much more slowly with the block. Right, so if I go too fast, it'll come off. Hold it off. All right, 4 more here. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Bring it all the way in. My head and shoulders come down. Now the block can get out of the way. Take your hands to the crease of your knees here. You're gonna rock yourself up. So you're in a seated position. All right, so we're gonna work from here. Now, you're here in the seated position. Let yourself come back. So you're gonna bend into your elbows and you're gonna come down to your forearms. Okay, so your fingertips are pointed towards the glutes. Now, from here, right, take your feet up off the mat. And then first, all we're gonna do here, you're gonna kick your right foot forward, bring it back in, kick your left foot forward, bring it back in. Kick, 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 kick. Not too bad, right? Do about 4 more times on each side. Last one. Now, come back with those legs in. Now from here, right, you're gonna take your right leg, keep your left leg still, so it's almost like in that floating table position. You're gonna knees over your hips and your calves parallel to the ground, right? Kick your right leg all the way up to the sky. So look like this. I'm gonna drop my right foot down to my heel hovers. I'm gonna bend into it, bring it back next to the left. So we're staying on the right leg, right? We're gonna do this 5 more times. Pick it up, drop it down, hover the heel, bring it in. Pick it up, drop it down, bring it in. Pick it up, drop it down, bring it in. 2 more. Pick it up, drop it down, bring it in. Now, switch legs. Do your left leg. Pick your left foot all the way forward, bring it all the way up, drop it back in. Kick it forward, bring it up, drop it back in. So let's do that 4 more times. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, let your feet come down, push up, hug into your chest. Did I do that opposite? I think I did. Maybe we're supposed to do it both ways. I think I did the one direction on the right leg and I did the other direction on the left leg. So we're gonna do it again, right? This time we'll switch directions on each leg if I can get it right. Right, so you're here. Let yourself come down again, come down to your elbows. All right, and then lift those feet up. Now, we're gonna do the right leg like we just did with the left leg, right? It's gonna kick straight. It's gonna come up. I'm gonna drop back in. Kick straight, come back up, drop back in. 4 more like that. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now the left leg, we're gonna do it like we did the right leg the first time. We kick it up, we drop it down, we bring it back in. Kick it up, drop it down, bring it back in. Do 4 more like that. 4, 3, 2, and 1. There. Now you're gonna let yourself push all the way up again. Feet to the ground, bring your belly to your thighs, hug around your knees, tuck your chin to your chest. Now we're gonna do one more thing here. We're gonna try to do that doing both legs, all right? So you're gonna come down, elbows to the floor, lift the legs up to floating table. Now here, right, both legs are gonna kick up to the sky. Both legs are gonna drop down as much as you can without pulling yourself up with your elbows, right? I don't wanna be here, ready to come off my elbows. I'm staying a little bit higher, and then I'm gonna bring it back in, right? So we're going up, we're dropping down, we're pulling it back in. Do that 4 more times. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, from here, we're gonna go the opposite way. Yep, we drop down. So here, we kick straight out. We come up, we drop it back to floating table. We kick straight out, we come up, we bring it back to floating table. Do that 4 more times. 4, 3, 2, last one. And let your feet come down. Push your belly all the way to your thighs. Hug around your knees, drive your forehead toward your knees so that you release those hip flexors. Probably you felt that a lot in your hip flexors. I did, especially when we got to those doubles. All right, now from here, we're gonna come back down to our back. We're gonna come to our traditional floating table. Right. We're gonna do our hundreds here, and then our roll-ups. So you're in your floating table, feet are gonna be flexed. Now, you can stay right here in floating table the whole time. You can take that floating table straight up to the sky, right? Or you can take it straight up to the sky, drop it to a 45, right? As we count to 100. So it can be from here to here, here to here. It can be from here to here, here to here, or you can just stay in your floating table the entire time, right? I'm gonna say after we just did that work with the forearm work, right? Extending the legs, it might feel good to let your legs go straight every once in a while. So this one might be one day when it's easier in the hundreds to do a straight-legged than to hold floating table, right? But that's up to you. You decide, right? We're gonna lift our head and shoulders. Reach your fingertips towards the front of the room. Try to keep your head lifted. Now, if it gets to be too much, head can come down, but you've got to keep your shoulders and your fingertips up. All right, I'm gonna go to the middle level. I'm gonna go between floating table and straight up to the sky. If you wanna take your legs straight up to the sky and start with the straight up to 45, go for it. If you wanna stay in floating table the whole time, go for it. You guys ready? Here we go. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Exhale, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Inhale, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Exhale, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Inhale, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Exhale, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Inhale, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. Exhale, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Inhale, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. Exhale, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Inhale, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65. Exhale, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. Inhale, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75. Exhale, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80. Inhale, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85. Exhale, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90. Inhale, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95. Exhale, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. All right, let your head and shoulders relax down. Take your knees, hug them to your chest. From there, extend everything long, take your arms overhead. We're gonna do our roll-ups here. So you're gonna peel your head and shoulders up off the ground, right? This straight up roll up, you peel up. You're trying to keep your heels on the ground as you lift up, make that C curve with your spine, reach your fingertips towards your feet. Come back down, same way, rounding the spine, arms overhead. If you need to do the dead bugs instead, you do those. The dead bugs, you take one foot up, you take both feet up, you reach your fingertips up toward your feet, and you roll up in that shape. All right, so you decide, we're doing 10, whether you're doing the straight up or you're doing the dead bug. Now your heels are gonna slide back and forth on your mat. They're not gonna stay in one place, and that's okay. But you don't want them to come up off the mat, right? If you have to go like this to get up, that's when you know it's gonna be a little too hard for you and you wanna switch over into your dead bugs. All right, I'm gonna do 2 more here. 9. And 10. All right, now we're gonna come around, bring yourself up to seated if you're not already, right? What we're gonna do here, so should I do first? I'm gonna do the right side. I'm gonna come straight ahead so you guys can see me, all right? So I'm here, I'm coming into a down dog, and we're gonna come from our down dog into a pigeon position, right? So we're not gonna relax yet, we got a little bit of work still to do. But you're gonna take your right leg, bring it up to the sky. Now, as you come forward, you're gonna drop that right knee by your right wrist. Let your right foot come across. So your right toes are coming towards your left wrist. Then tuck your left toes under, walk that left knee back, drop that left hip towards your left heel. Now you're gonna stay up on your palms, right? So we're here. I've got my both hands in front of my right shin. So you don't wanna be here with your right hand outside your right leg. Bring it to the inside of that knee. Then all you're gonna do from here, you're gonna come down. Now you're gonna let your elbows go out to the side. So it's not like those chaturanga push-ups we did earlier, right, with your elbows hugging your ribs. You want the elbows to go out to the sides. You even make a little diamond shape with your hands in front of your right shin if you want to. Right, you're gonna bring yourself down, tap your forehead to the mat, and then push back up. Right, so all while you're in this pigeon position. See if you can do that 10 times. So 8 more. Really let those elbows go out to the sides. 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Now as you come all the way up here, now you're gonna try to tuck your your left toes under, turn your palms, or turn your fingertips, I should say, back towards the front of the mat. Tuck that left toes under, see if you can come up off your left knee and just pick your right foot up. Swing it back up to the sky. Then drop it down into a regular down dog. And we're gonna try that on the other side. So you're gonna take your left leg, lift it up to the sky here. Bend into your left knee, bring it all the way through, drop your left knee at your left wrist, walk your left toes towards your right wrist, as much as you can. Right, tuck those right toes under, start to move your right knee back so your right hip drops towards your left heel. Okay, now we're here, stay up on your palms, make sure your hands are in front of your shin, right? Not here, here. Even if you gotta move over, even if you feel like you're leaning a little bit to the right to get it there, right? I'd rather see you do that than have your hands on either side of your left knee. Right now, you're gonna bend your elbows go out to the sides, bring your forehead towards the mat, come back up, drop it down, bring it up, 8 more times here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. 1. All right, now as you come all the way back up, right, push yourself all the way up, tuck your right toes under so you can come up off your right knee, and then pick that left knee up, swing that left leg up to the sky, and then drop it down. come in to your down dog. Now from here, go back to the right side. Take your right leg up to the side. You're going to come back into that pigeon position. Okay, so you're bringing that right knee to the right wrist, taking your left leg all the way across. I'm going to get blocked by my way. Okay, there we go. Now, you're going to bring your hands to the inside. Now, we're here in this pigeon position. You're going to get a chance to relax into it in a second. Right, but right now we're going to work our core, right? So you're going to try to take your hands. You're going back, back, back. Push yourself up, up, up. Right? Now, see if from this position, you can take maybe one hand to your right thigh, both hands to your right thigh. And you're going to drop them down. So now you're still up nice and tall. See if you can walk your hands around so both hands are outside the right thigh. So you're still in that pigeon position. The right hip's not on the ground. It's doing it look like you are. Hopefully it's not too awkward. All right, now bring it back. And then see if you can walk your hands around. Let your chest turn as much as you can to the left. Now bring your hands back in front of your right shin. Now from here, right, what you guys probably want to do all along, let yourself really sink into the pose. So you can walk your hands a little more forward, or you can drop down to your forearms, or you can walk your hands all the way out and let your head come down. Bring it all the way down. Really press that left hip towards your right heel. Get that sensation going in the right hip. Take a few breaths here. And when you're ready, now you're going to come back up to your palms. And again, if you can, you're going to tuck your left toes under, come up off that left knee, and then swing that right leg up to the sky, and then drop it all the way down, back into your down dog. All right, so try that on the left side. Take your left leg, lift it up to the sky, bend into your left knee, bring it to that pigeon position, and then walk that right knee back, right? Stay up on your palms. Staying up, we're staying up, we're staying up. And then from there, you try to walk your hands back, back, back. So your chest comes up, up, up. Feel this in your hip flexors, a little bit in your left hip, a lot in your right hip flexor maybe, right? And then if it feels okay, you can take your left hand to your left thigh, right hand to the right thigh. So you're just sitting up. Core's working to keep you up here. Now drop your hands down, walk them around, see if you can get them outside your left thigh. So you're twisting to the left in that pigeon position. Back forward. Now see if you can go the other way. Your hands around. So you're turning your chest towards the right, keeping everything else in place, right? Start to feel that in the outside of your left hip, along your left side body, left rib cage. Now bring it back to center here. Push up and then let yourself come all the way down to your elbows, to your chest, or stay on your palms, whatever feels good. Just let yourself really sink into that pigeon the next few breaths. When you're ready, bring it back up to your palms. Now you're going to tuck those right toes under. Come up off the right knee. See if you can swing that left leg back up to a down dog. And then drop that left foot all the way down. Drop to your knees. Let your hips come to one side or the other. Swing your legs around in front of you. You could come from here just into an easy sit, right? So it doesn't matter which leg is in front, it's right here. Sweep your hands up to the sky. Twist to the right, drop your right hand back behind you. Take your left hand outside your right knee. Look over your right shoulder. Right now, from there, you're gonna keep your left hand on your right knee. Take your right hand up to the sky and reach your right fingertips over your left shoulder, and then take your gaze over your left shoulder. Untwist here, take both hands back up to the sky. Now let's twist the other way. All right, so take your left hand back behind your left hip. Take your right hand outside your left knee. Look over your left shoulder. Keep your right hand on your left knee. Take your left hand up to the sky. Reach it over your right shoulder. And then let your gaze travel over your right shoulder. Untwist here, take both hands up to the sky, and then take your hands, drop them back behind you, lean onto your palms, pull your shoulder blades together, take your chin and your gaze up to the sky. So you're really puffing that chest forward, opening the chest, opening the back. Just take 2 breaths here. Come back up. Now from here, we're gonna come around, we're gonna do our final pose here. We're gonna do our legs up the wall, right? So you can come just down to your back, and take your legs straight up to the ceiling, flexing your feet like they're gonna step on the ceiling. You have wall space, right? I have a little bit of wall space here. I could put my hips all the way against the wall and then swing my legs up, bring my glutes to the base of the wall so that I'm here with my wall supporting my legs, still flexing the feet like they're gonna step on the ceiling, all right? So you can be in that full leg up the wall with your legs actually on the wall. You can just be lying on your mat with your legs up to the sky, whatever's available to you. Let that blood start to go from your feet where it pools all day back to your head and heart where you need it more. Should be a little bit of work, but it's also nice and relaxing as we finish off our practice. And then when you're ready to come out of this, whether you were on the wall or just on your mat, bend your knees. Right? If you're on the wall, your feet press on the wall. If you're on your mat, you kind of scrape along your facing body. Down on your mat, you drop your feet to the floor. If you're on the wall, just press into the wall, and then let yourself roll to one side or the other in a fetal position, and push yourself all the way up. All right, so that's our Pilates for today. I feel like it's been long. It got darker and darker. There, now I'm going later again. It's weird. When you're trying to figure it out. But it's all right. Hopefully you guys could see me.
Yeah, it's fine.
So I'm trying to do everything here in the house. You got to see the cat, the sun.
Sounds good.
There really is no privacy no matter what I do.
That's family life.
But it's okay. So I will see you guys all next Monday, right? Next Monday is not Labor Day, right? It's still August. I don't remember. I'm losing track. So I think we'll do this next Monday.
Okay.
And then in September, I should get a report on how the room's going at Lantana. If it's anywhere close to being done. I don't really know what's going to happen. So we'll see.
Okay.
Great.
Okay, thanks all. Have a good week and good luck with mom.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see about that too. All right. Have a great week, you guys.
You
Okay.
You too, Paula.
Bye.
Bye.